And gentlemen, still talking about medical tourism in Egypt, which started thousands of years back. It was depicted on ancient Egyptian temples, displaying pharaohs and doctors treating visitors from foreign nations with the magic of warm, natural mineral waters. And on this topic, we are delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Adel Hamza, tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, Egypt is one of the richest countries when it comes to medical tourism. What are Egypt's chances of occupying leading positions among the medical tourism destinations around the world?
Thank you very much for these questions. And actually for this question, which is very important question, actually Egypt has all the chances, if you like to say, not the chances of Egypt. Egypt has all the chances to be the first one who has medical tourism.
Yeah.
Since, as you said in the introduction, since thousands of years that Egypt has all the resources which enables Egypt to be one of the best destinations for medical tourism.
Yes.
And we have already a lot of treasures which was already discovered, and we have treasures not discovered yet.
Mm.
Yes,
right.
please.
So
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead. What are the most important elements of medical tourism?
Of course, the natural resources which make the medical tourism to be found in a country or in a place. In Egypt, we have everything. We have the sun, we have the sand, we have the mud, we have the water, we have everything. One of the examples in Egypt is Safaga.
Mm-hmm.
Safaga is the best destination for medical tourism right now. In this month, we are celebrating actually the starting of the season of medical tourism in Safaga, in the Red Sea. Safaga and the Red Sea, they have there the whole resources of medical tourism.
Mm-hmm.
They have of course, the sea. The water of the sea there is really very, very amazing water because of the elements which this water has, like less salt. They have salt called the gold or the salt of gold in the water of this area in Safaga. The sand itself, which has a lot of minerals, which is very, very important for recovering from many diseases. Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Also, the wind there. The atmosphere and the wind there in Safaga in this area, which is located between two mountains, enables Safaga to be the best place when we talk about the wind and we talk about the atmosphere or the climate right now.
Yeah.
All of them together, they are finding or has the elements for medical tourism for many diseases. Like, to have the water, the climate, the degrees of heat, all of them together, they actually, in one time, a very, very, very important thing for recovering from many diseases. Plus, the quiet atmosphere with this all natural things make some like a symphony of something which is enable sometime to recover from anything.
Right. Well, sir, as you've just mentioned, when it comes to medical tourism, Egypt has it all. We have the weather, proximity to different continents, Europe, Asia, affordable prices of both treatments and at the same time tourism attractions, a wide range of services at integrated medical centers. We have the healthcare professionals also with international education and training. How can we see Egypt as a medical tourism hub in a short time?
You know, on the decades past, actually, all the governments in Egypt, they were interested only in the, you know, one type of tourism, the history tourism or the monuments tourism. But
Yeah.
actually, in Egypt, there are a lot of other things to have different kind of tourism. And I think the new government or the last, you know, the last 20 years or 25 years, the governments of Egypt started to be interested of these hidden treasures we have in Egypt. You know, because we have a lot of places, destinations in Egypt, could, as you said in the beginning, could be the biggest destinations for medical tourism in the world. We have Safaga, as I said, and this month, you know, is the time usually the tourist comes to recover in Safaga. They know it's very well known in Europe and the States that Safaga is very good destination for some kind of diseases to be recovered from. We have Siwa. This is, you know, this is something hidden, not discovered yet.
Yes.
The oasis of Siwa, it's you know, it's like a big destination actually.
Yeah.
Also a big distance of desert and sand and a lot of lakes, which is not discovered yet.
Yeah.
Many actually educational center for medical tourism came from all over the world, and they discovered in the last 10 years, discovered a lot of places in Siwa, which will make Siwa one of the best destinations for medical resources in the world. But, you know, we need to work actually to make these destinations as it is. You know, we need roads, we need transportations, we need airports in this area. Also in Sinai. Sinai is, when we talk about Sinai, we don't actually have enough time to talk about Sinai and what's in Sinai regarding the medical tourism. So I
Right.
think Egypt, yeah, sorry.
Right. Well, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Egypt has a lot of chances actually to have different kind of tourism in the future. Medical tourism, of course, when we talk about monuments and history, this is something very well known to everybody. We have also pleasures, tourism for pleasure, like the beaches. We have a lot of places for beaches. We have the North Coast, which is not discovered yet. We discovered like 5% from the North Coast, or we can not say 5% even. We can say like less 5%. So we have a lot of things not discovered yet. We have the Red Sea, of course. We have, you know, deserts, a lot of deserts in Egypt, which is also a lot of attractions there in these deserts could be tourism destination, not discovered yet. So if we actually were very interested of or able to actually use the tourism in Egypt as something bring for us revenue and bring for us a lot of good things, Egypt will be the most important destinations in the world. If, as you said in the introduction, Egypt is between 3 continents and has everything.
Yeah. Right. Well, sir, you mentioned several sites for medical tourism in Egypt. You mentioned the oasis of Siwa, Safaga, and different parts of Sinai. Does the season, the medical season, start in all these places the same time, or what are the typical or the best season to start medical tourism in each of these sites to inform our viewers?
This is very smart questions because, you know, this will give us an example for the variety of the seasons of each different place. We can have different season all the year. For Safaga, for example, Safaga is the time or the best time in Safaga. It's in April and May, actually in mid of March until the mid of June.
Okay.
if you like to go to Safaga and to have or to enjoy all the medical resources there in Safaga.
Yeah.
Siwa, it's a time to go there, it's in winter. The time in winter is starting from October until, you know, the mid of January. In Sinai, you can go in autumn from the last month or the last week of or the mid of August until the end of the year. So as you see, it's a variety of destinations and a variety of timing.
The timing differs from one place to the other.
Exactly.
Right. Well, sir, would you tell us what are the various strategies applied by hotels in medical destinations to attract more tourists and to score more extended stays?
Actually, I was amazed with these questions because you are putting your hand on a very, very important thing. Because, you know, hotels in different places like Safaga and Sinai, it's okay. They are starting a very good strategy and they are applying a very good strategy to expand in these areas and to have different kind of hotels. But the problem that we have now, just one type of hotels. We have like 5-star hotels in this area. But we need actually to have another variety, another different type of hotels. We need to have like 2-star hotels, 3-star hotels, 4-star hotels.
To be affordable by the different categories of people.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And also in Siwa, you know, we need to put it in another area. We need to look at it in a different look. We need to start to be interested of this area. Give them a lot of subsidizing, give them a lot of interest, you know, helping people, assisting people there to build the hotel, to build you know, places to attract the tourists more than now.
Right. Well, sir, how can we promote or further promote medical tourism, not only internationally but also locally to Egyptians?
This is actually, you know, the media. We need to talk about this, the channels which is targeting the Egyptians, the TV channels which is, you know, in Arabic and targeting some of the people of Egypt, because as you said, not all the Egyptians, they know the treasures they have. Not all the Egyptians, they know how the things in Safaga, in Siwa. We need to educate people also how to use these areas in a better way. Not just going there for vacations and spending the day there on the beach or activities. We need to educate the Egyptians how, you know, how important this area is for them and how they can use it as a medical tourism and to recover from many diseases. Because the people, they come from distances in Europe and the States and they are coming to Egypt to enjoy these things and to be benefited from this destination. So we as Egyptians, we have all this. We have all these resources, and we don't need a lot of money actually to go to these places.
Right. Well, I would like to thank you very much, Dr. Adel Hamza, tourism expert. Many thanks for your insights, sir. And the viewers, that brings us to the end of this edition of Cairo Local Time. Many thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the top stories that will be coming up in a moment.